Okay, wait, can I answer this on it?
You're the only one that was there.
Wait, me? You were there, Adam.
Was I? Oh, I was there. I was
Yeah,
in the
there's the
semifinals.
finals. Okay, so from my perspective of the finals, basically, well, one, we didn't scrim a lot. Like, it was really hard to get scrims because nobody would react, and it was kind of dumb. But during the actual match, I remember people getting heavily tilted for no reason, and then blaming it on support, which was kind of dumb because I didn't our supports were doing fine. And then we also decided to just stick on goats for way too long. We kind of just thought goats would solve our problems, and then we got rolled.
It was especially hard to find scrims because the PTR patch with 222 was coming out, or already came out, I think.
Yep.
And
At
so
that point.
every team out of League Zero, because League Zero teams were already gone. It was finals.
Everyone was scrimming
playing on the 222 patch. So every scrim we found, it was either not the meta we were playing in, or if it either was on the servers that had the 222 on it, but we were not playing 222. So the heroes the changes for the heroes had already been out.
Yeah, I couldn't play my Winston in the Winston comp because we were running 222.
And I think I can remember specifically, I don't know who told me this, but I remember somebody telling me that Matt came into the call in between a map or something, and he was screaming at you guys to get it together, I think. Something like that.
Nah, that's not what.
No, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, that didn't happen.
I remember him screaming.
Matt
a lot.
No, Matt was good during the finals. Matt kept calm, but he also got the team to refocus.
Yeah.
If he did do that, it would be in a different match. In the finals, he didn't do it.
Yeah.
The rollout.
The rollout team.
Okay.
I don't think any of us can answer that because he made that. He even made that before he was on the team.
Yeah, he made that when he was on
I can kind of give the context of when he did it. It was around, I think it was before the Crest and Chengdu Chad's match.
I don't.
And I believe we were just joking around in VC, and he was talking about making more songs, and we were like, dude, make a Chengdu Chad song. He's like, are you sure? He's like, you actually want me to do it? Yeah, he said sure. And then I think he worked on it for about a night or two, and that's about it. I just remember him coming back into VC, and he popped it into self-promotion or something, and it was hilarious. We were hysterical.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite moments. That song.
Great.
I will never get over that song.
Every person outside of League Zero I've showed it to loves it. So it's not even a meme thing in here. It's just something about it.
Is that the question for me? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was against popular belief, which I don't know how people could see YouTube upload dates and timelines. I was completely free agent. That's when I left Crest because of how shitty they treated me for subbing positions, which was really bad. I kind of wish I brought it to admins, but whatever, I don't really care now. Admins already had to deal with enough with me. So the rollout theme, I really bored, and I was like, you know what? They have those things in Overwatch games where you hype the teams up, but it's kind of hard to hype up. I mean this in the nicest way, guys. I really do. It's kind of hard to hype up Chads when that week 1 through 4 was, So
I can understand.
So it was something for me to just have some fun with, something that could just be a little bit of a meme, and of course the fucking kids at Novice decided to run with it and get it to 500 plus views or something stupid.
Oh my God.
It's at 472 right now.
472, yeah.
Jesus.
A stupid amount of people are watching that piece of garbage, and I couldn't be happier that it made it. and now people in university know about it, and they think it's about hunters.
So everyone watching this video currently, if you want to try and boost it to 500, not 5,000.
5,000. Oh my God, Lil Matt.
That's
Let's get it trending on Reddit. Get it trending on Reddit right now.
Get it on Spotify.
Oh my God, stop.
Oh, my ears. Lil Matt.
Okay.
Yeah. if I was gonna be honest, I would say Matt, because Matt actually like brought the changed our whole team from being like falling apart to like actually good. But I don't want to say Matt just to piss him off. So not Matt. Honestly, Adam, I think you would be like team MVP because you never really got tilted like in scrims. Like you'd always like, or like at least you didn't show it, which is good for like team mentality. And you were always like, you know, you were always playing well.
I don't think there's been a time where Adam's played bad. He always plays at a ridiculous high level.
Yeah, and you gave me nano boost, so like
that is true.
I kind of had to.
You flatter me too much.
Yeah, but I'd put it between Zero and Adam. Honestly, I would put Melon tied like with all of them as well. But you know,
Melon.
I would say Melon if he was on the team for longer.
He was on it for what, like 2 weeks?
He did pop. No,
he made it close to. No, it was 4 weeks.
Yeah,
it was 4.
Yeah, his Zarya was like the main reason we did.
If we're talking about non-player MVP, it'd definitely be Matt. But if like in game, I think it would be either Baz or Kelbo. Like when either of them were playing, just the fact that they could like kind of be an in-game leader as well as they could, and neither of them tilted as much either. It was just like a good center of the team.
Flower. Flower always threatened to beat me up.
She's
so
the
I don't
Twitch
know.
chat MVP.
She is the cheerleader. She's the cheerleader MVP.
Yeah, but the cheerleader wants to beat me up, so
Let's get you 12. Shut up.
Is that like
I'm 13?
Is that like one of your personal friends or something? Because I do remember that person talking in.
That's my girlfriend.
Okay, that makes sense because I remember seeing her in just about every single Twitch chat for you guys' games.
Oh.
By Melon. Oh.
Ooh. Okay. Good question.
Here, can I answer?
First,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Major regrets. Honestly, actually, he's not gonna be watching, so I don't like care at all. Pandora, Pandora showed up like once, and then he never came back. And every time like Adam couldn't be here, and like there's like one time like before like our semifinals game, I think we didn't have our flex support, and so like Pandora had been gone for like 4 weeks, and then we knew he was back from vacation, but he didn't want to play because he was going to be benched. Because 1, Adam was just better, and 2, Adam was there for scrims. And so, like, Pandora just wouldn't respond at all. And he just didn't, he didn't want to play for Chengdu because he was going to be benched. After.
Wasn't he also on vacation for like a year? Like a whole solid year?
No.
Nah, he was on for like a long time. But then when he came back, he didn't want to play. And so during our semifinals, when we needed him, he just didn't.
Okay.
Matt, we're in a question,
Matt,
stupid.
We're doing a question right now, you idiot. Here, repeat the question for Matt since he wants to.
Can I just hear it? You nerd.
The question was, what were some major regrets you guys had throughout the season? And that was asked by Melon.
Boy.
I said no, Matt. I said Pandora.
Pandora. Like even the one game that Pandora did play in week 6, he didn't even. And the scrims beforehand, he wasn't even that bad of a player.
Here's the great thing about Pandora. He gave us enough confidence to not care when we got Baz. And he was is this guy child friendly or not child friendly, big man?
Doesn't really matter. We've had both.
Fuck Pandora.
I knew that was coming.
He ignored all my DMs, and then when I whispered to him, he's like, "Yeah, but I'll come back if I'm starting." And like we have Baz then Adam. He's like, "Oh, so am I starting?" I'm like, oh, "Fuck out of here."
Exactly.
I was afraid when he said keep it PG. I was afraid he's gonna say fart. I was really scared.
Wait, Zero, what are your regrets not going bark?
No, I said Pandora. Okay.
Yeah, he actually said Pandora.
Blame me, dude. What
I mean,
wait,
Zero. No, shut. Acid Pharaoh's better anyway, so Acid Pharaoh's better.
Acid?
That is true.
I remember Spawn moving him off the map.
Wait a minute. Did Zero even tell you guys what he was trying to do?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm aware.
Yeah.
No,
they're all aware.
No. The public has to know. No,
You know, I know.
Viewers. There was
You
a
have to
point right-
censor all this.
right-
Matt,
right-
Matt, but
right
it doesn't
because
matter. It literally just doesn't matter.
The history.
Okay, no,
everything-
let him-
The whole
let him
history
t-
matters
let him
because I had to
say
deal
it.
with it. I had to
Let
deal
him
with
say
it. Literally, like the week after I joined, we had some bad scrims, and I got a call. Zera's like, Matt, you know,
One of you was there too.
yeah, we'll talk about Waterme in just a second. You know, I kind of want to go to Bark. I'm like, what? Yeah, they need to hit scan, and we're not doing well in scrims. And I'm like, you can't be serious.
What?
Because at that time we didn't have any backups, and then Korean, we actually got annihilated by Z9 in the scrim, held in our spawn doors by a plasma roster.
Oh
Imagine
yeah.
that.
And me!
And then Korean wanted to leave, and I'm like, what did I join? What did I join? Genie, you bastard. That's not the first time I said Genie, you bastard, not even close to the last.
Genie, where the
So-
hell are you?
Okay, I'll try not make this the Matthew show, even though I'd like it to be that. Regrets.
Matthew show.
Pandora, Sloth, only because Sloth did not want to play in the last match. He didn't want to play, he didn't want to scrim, even though he's stupid talented and has a lot of game sense.
Yeah, he didn't show up.
Yeah, he didn't show up either.
He was like one of the smartest people.
Yeah, so Pandora, Sloth. I had a couple of regrets with the Genie situation. I had a little bit of problems with how I handled it, but besides that, Genie acted like a fucking child. I don't care if he hears this. That was the worst experience I've ever had managing another team, and I saw the red flags for Reddit Clout coming way before it ended.
Hey, do you guys remember that GRD thing where like Genie and Zero were
yikes.
managers?
going?
And then they were on another team together?
I like
No.
that.
I mean,
Oh, I left
Not
my receipt at the
mine.
table.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Shut up, water boy.
Here, I'm pretty sure I have my my.
Okay, I was
my
Jared
card.
Waterboy. We're not gonna go over that, but the thing that I regret is around week
Yeah, it's at the corner.
around week 3, I kind of just started giving up because, you know, Zero had the starting position. I'm not playing hit scan over Melon at the time. I kind of just thought, you know, I'll just sub, it'll be whatever. And then there would be that time where I think Melon left, and then I had to play Briggs, Zero had to play Zarya. I tried so hard in that game against Bark, and like,
You
I
played
even,
well.
what was it? Dude, I bashed an EMP. I was nuts, but we still lost, and I felt like if I had
I
practiced
tried
more, I
harder.
could have done better. I feel
It's
like I
okay.
kind of failed.
you didn't fail. We're fine.
Too fucking young.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Matt's a pedophile.
Actually, no, we're doing math. We're doing math. Okay. So
Alright,
starting
I'm doing
roster Zero in Korean, Zero was 12, so we're counting 12,
not
right?
Korean, not
Yeah.
Korean. We're talking. Let's do the beginning.
We're
roster.
doing joining roster ages,
12
so
plus
the only
12.
difference is I think me 17 and then Zero Korean 12.
I
I think Baz 18 maybe, or I think Baz was 17 maybe.
Korean
Baz
was
was
13,
17.
and I was 12.
Korean 13,
so-
Zero 12, Matt 17. No, Matt and Baz both 17 because you're the same age.
And then North is like,
North is like 2.
North is like 8.
Mental age of 2.
At least
North is Big Babo.
He's like, I'm gonna say 15. I'm gonna say he's 15.
Well, we don't know.
North is-
Sloth's age
North is
or
older than
Panda-
15. He's-
we don't
he's at
know
least
Sloth's
yeah.
age, so we can't
North.
answer the question.
I mean, North did skip scrims to hang out with Adam's girlfriend, so he must be pretty old.
I forget if Sloth is one of Plasma's IRL friends or not. He
Okay,
might
but
be.
how old is Genie? Is Genie like
Uh,
14?
Genie is
No,
like
no, no,
16.
no, no. The Plasma's IRL friend is someone different.
Well, I know
Soap
he
Bubbles.
knows Neural IRL.
Yeah, that's who it is,
Yeah,
Henry.
Soap Bubbles is Plasma's IRL friend, not Plasma's.
wait, okay, we're getting off topic. We're getting off
Okay,
topic.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, wait, can
I'm gonna let
Wouldn't
let
it
Zero
be funny
Stark
if
answer.
EQO asked the
wait,
question about our age?
I think Adam Chang and I should answer this, because...
I'll let the old fossils of Chengdu start.
I'm
Okay, Matt, you are a fossil. What do you mean?
Day 1
Shut up, Jake, you
graphics
play
designer
Junkrat.
quad champ.
Okay.
Okay.
Why did we do bad in the beginning? Good question. We actually didn't do bad on the first week. The first week we went 3-1 against Nunu, right?
Yeah, it was, yeah, and like, honestly, so a major thing that happened is at the beginning, I remember Melon really wanted to be on a team with Gagbag, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So Melon, quote unquote, retired and then went to Z9, and so.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so, you know, Melon was not in a good place, especially after the easy clap loss. We even ran fucking, like, hog goats or something. I don't,
Yeah, Mel was
Poggers.
I remember that.
Fuck
But I
Diva. I hate
remember-
Diva.
You're diva.
Yeah, we ran hog goats and our mentals were boomed.
Okay,
So
but
basically,
I think
to me, it's a combination of boomed mentals and like, I guess just like,
that's part of it. That's part of it, Zero. But I think what was a good part of it was we were getting really unlucky with like our games and like okay, so like week 2, I'm pretty sure we didn't have a support. I think and we had to run bubbles. We had to run bubbles on support.
Oh God.
No, we ran Calbo in those two. That was totally different.
No, but we ran bubbles on support one time. We ran bubbles.
That was the next game.
Okay, next game. And then week 4, we played Tedison on tank. And I love you, Tedison. But you suck in goats, man.
You know what's the funny thing? That was the match. I got a map against y'all when I was playing with Crest.
Yeah.
That was the map I played, and I just kind of pinned it to the beam
Oh,
line.
yeah.
100% win
You just
rate.
kind of ran over Tedison.
Matt,
Yeah, you're not
100%
wrong.
win rate.
Facts.
I mean, even before all those weeks, we just like fundamentally with the players, we had a clash of like a lot of big like personalities with Zira and Chegg and Melon, Ducky, and Genie. Just there's a lot of crazy personalities that are all in the same team. It's gonna be hard to organize and coordinate things.
It's a lot
I
of people with
agree.
confidence and loud volumes. I'll say that in the nicest way I can.
That's true.
I don't know why someone did that.
That almost sounded like Zero, and I was like, what the hell?
I thought that was Zero.
It was Zira and your mom.
Wait, no, what the fuck?
Can
Go.
are the old heads done with their answer before I can give my Matt analysis?
Well, you know what, Matt? I think our main problem was you did not feed Zero, which made him underperform, which made me have to play Brigida, which made me have to bash an EMP, and we still lose a team fight. How about that?
Hey, I remember.
Chegg, tell me how you really feel.
How I really feel?
Matt fed
I feel pretty
Cyber
sad.
Grab.
Matt
Yeah.
fed Cyber Grab.
Okay, so I'm
did.
gonna be as objective as I can with how old Chengdu is bad. Okay, they didn't get good scrims. They didn't have any cohesion with the roster. Non-transparency with management. No plans to actually get a replacement for Melon. So when I talked to Genie,
tried.
his that guy's level of trying is not even close to decent
Dude,
to find
literally.
somebody.
Okay, what would happen back in the early days of Chengdu, right? So I'm not even management, right? Melon's gone. We need a new hit scan. So I'm looking around and I see that there are like, there are hit scans that are available. And so I go to Ducky, right? I'm like, yo, we should look at this hit scan and we should talk to Genie and see what he thinks. I think from like a player perspective, I think it'd be a good idea to try and get this player. And then I go to Genie, right? Ducky's like agreeing with me, and then he just says flat out no, like he won't even consider it. And then we just get, or like he'll turn it into like a joke or a meme, and then we just can get the
I
player.
just find it weird that Melon left week 3 or 4, and we didn't get a new hit skin until week 5.
Well, because you run bubbles on Zarya, and
Yeah, that didn't work.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then we tried to run Zero on Zarya.
Oh no!
Deep breaths.
So
Take your inhaler.
yeah, I think what was said encompasses it very well. Just a lack of caring to actually change the roster or improve the roster we had. And look, you can have a roster with people that are like from old teams, GRD and all that kind of stuff, but you can't rely on past experiences of success or whatever to like carry you through a new season of League Zero when your teams like Z9 and Crest are on the corner. So, and Bark, who we never won against. So, and that's not anything against our team specifically, but there was both Bark games were super winnable, both of them.
We won in
when you're
scrims.
playing against someone like Jepic, I mean, you're gonna have a tough
Jepic.
time.
Jepic Farah.
So
That was like one scrim.
Dude,
That was a scrim, right? That was not a match. There's no way that was
no,
a
I
match.
literally rolled. No, that was a scrim. I rolled and smoked you like a blunt. We found.
This-
Okay,
This
wait.
this
So
this will likely
Marky
be my
was
last
in
question.
bronze.
No,
lol.
because
This is Matt.
again,
yeah,
no
Matt
no
found
ego.
Mark in his rank game.
No
Matt found
ego.
Mark in his rank game.
no ego. I found
Matt
I
found
found
Mark
everybody.
in bronze.
Sierra, I
on
really don't know how long I can talk. Can you shut up for 1 second?
Yeah, but where
Oh
did
my
you
God.
find it from?
So Marky Candy, I think I either found him through talking with Dante or talking with Zira about like
Zira.
potential for a new off tank because we felt like we
it was
needed
me.
an upgrade in the off tank spot. So that was that Korean. I found he wanted to join Z9 because those people from NYL, and I found him at the Z9 little trial ads thing, and then I picked him up there, convinced him to join.
Yikes.
Pandora was open tryouts, which that went well. Sloth, I just found on the free agent roster, and he decided not to play, so that was rad. Who else did we pick up?
Baz.
Baz. Oh, I picked them off the scraps of Nunu because we destroyed them.
Yeah.
Wrong, though.
We picked him off the mud truck, dude.
Yeah. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
yeah.
everyone I can think of.
Forgetting one
So
pickup.
I
that's
feel
it.
like we're
There's really-
forgetting someone. They're gonna be really
You're
upset.
You're forgetting one pickup.
Am
You're
I?
forgetting one, Matt. Matt.
Nova?
you're forgetting- No, me as the social media guy.
Yes.
God.
Chegg, you barely ran our tweets. I remember one time I was like, Chegg, please log out because you did something that I didn't want.
Oh yeah, because I called Acid.
Wait.
a clown.
What about Calbo? What about Calbo?
Oh yeah, Calbo was a re-pick up, right?
I
So
did do stuff
we learned
on Twitter.
we
okay?
learned
I
that we learned that
did.
we learned that Calbo came back and he got offers from 2 other teams. I was like, Calbo want to join? It's like, I'll think about it. And then I remember when we picked up Calbo, Agreed was pissed because we took a main support or like a support player because
We got a
Agreed
void,
never
so.
Agreed never liked his roster ever. I would be real. And
When he
there
gets
was
rid of Yolo out for Jepic, only to do
12
this
it
mentally
was
even
12
worse.
it was 12 weeks of not being happy with the roster, so whatever. And then I picked up Baz and he's like, Matt, give us a support please. And then Genie from Z9 was like, what could we get for Calbo? And I was like, actually no, I think Genie was trying to talk for Bark. So sure.
Sorry.
Poggers. I think every single
you.
time we talk about Genie, we have to call him Genie from Z9.
Well, no, because I'm trying to think how this went, because I don't want to get this piece wrong, because it actually is pretty important. Pretty sure somebody wanted Calbo, and then when they asked for a trade, I was like, well, you can give up Andrew, and that's me saying, look, we don't want anybody from your Bark roster. Which that got taken out of context because Plasma was like, you can't be equating these two people, and I'm like, that's not what I said. And the problem is, when Genie was like, yo, can we get Calbo? I was like, okay, tell me who you'd put for us to get. He wouldn't bring up any names. So like, I'm like, Genie, you can't expect me to make a trade if you don't say anybody. And so that never went anywhere.
They always use Adbon as trade bait, though.
So yeah, I'm glad we didn't make any trades because I'm gonna be real. When I was accused of hoarding players, and I don't think that's true because even though my players, even if some of the players didn't really like the roster, they didn't want to be on the other fucking sorry rosters. Which is not to say the other rosters were worse, but sorry is in not scrimming, or they had no chance of winning, or the roster a bunch of squares. Crest. No, I like Crest a lot. Crest is funny.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I like a lot of people in Crest. Just
Like
some of the
Ultra,
management I
that's it.
don't.
And Chance.
No, I like J Venom. I like Chance.
Javen.
I could probably think of a couple
The
of them
other
more.
guys,
I just have a couple of other things running through my head. So yeah, I found them, and people were like, "Oh, you found them through Twitter?" I was like, "No, I found them in Discord servers." And so that's why I don't like the theory, like where people are like, "Our roster was doomed from the start." And I was like, "Look for players. Use your eyes. God,
All right.
use your resources."
Hey, we found North like on Reddit, didn't we? Zero on GRD.
Melon did. Oh, can I?
I don't know.
Yeah,
but
Zero
I
could
remember my
start
team
that.
beat you guys.
Zero start.
Okay, I personally remember being depressed as hell because I really wanted to beat Bark, and we were so close. So personally, my mentals were boomed. I remember a lot of other people.
Zero, that never really
Dang.
changed.
Shut up.
Yes, I did. Yes, it did.
I remember a lot of other people being like, really, just unsure about the team. and like whether like how it was gonna go and whether we'd succeed, because I'm pretty sure everyone knew it, because at the time I think everyone knew that we just had trash management. Like not taking any shade towards Ducky, because Ducky was fine. I like Ducky, but we our management just didn't care that much.
Just say Genie. Jeez.
Genie
Genie.
just didn't really
He
care.
sucked as a
Our
manager.
management, but
He was
excluding
terrible.
Ducky. I'm like, there's only one other guy on management.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Genie just didn't care, and so a lot of the players were unsure, and we were really sad over the Bark loss because we'd kind of expected to win. So yeah, it's gonna.
Well, I think you're also somewhat confusing week 5 with week 4, because I remember specifically
Yes.
in between 4 and 5, everyone was not taking the week 5 match, not taking it seriously, but knowing we're probably gonna lose this. It doesn't matter. We're waiting till off season to like rebuild everything, and that this
Yes.
match like didn't matter at all.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to call Zero out because like he is getting his times wrong. We were not
I am?
depressed. Yeah, you were depressed after week 4. Week 5, the Bark loss. Actually, you in Discord were like, guys, we are improving. We're getting our pickups. Just put your head up. You know, you were literally like giving us a motivational speech after the loss on Oasis. That's because we had a lot of good things going for us going into the next weeks. And yeah, so the mentals week 1 through 4. God, Jesus Christ, you can find happy people on Tumblr. Lordy love. So yeah, but week 5, even after the loss, we were actually really, really positive. And our biggest upswing, our second biggest upswing, our biggest upswing was beginning Z9, and that's why I wanted the finals match to be the next day, because like I think everyone felt after that week we lost like momentum, caring, dedication. We like lost it. Like it didn't even feel right before going in, but that's not an excuse to lose. So beating Newton was actually a really huge resurgence. I think week 6, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
week
we
6.
beat 'em week, yeah.
Yeah, week 6.
That was huge for us. Like, oh my god, I was like, this is what this team can do. God damn, Genie, what the fuck is wrong? No.
Actually, no,
Poor
wrong.
Genie.
No, wrong.
Yeah, I can't.
Not poor
I'm not.
Genie.
I'm not
Guy's a
wrong, but I
cock.
can't. I can't. I'm not wrong, but I think I'm gonna stop talking about him because that was such a bad experience.
No,
But
let's keep talking about
Yeah.
him.
yeah, Chegg, I feel bad for you because you had to stomach it, and then I had to tell you that Chegg, we'd like you to go to the social media, and you're like, I had to go through all of old Chengdu just for this. I'm on Twitter for fuck's sake.
No, I feel bad for
Okay,
Chegg.
so that, but like, the thing is, Matt, the thing that you probably don't realize is you didn't exactly mention the part where I wasn't on the roster. I thought I was
Yes, I
just gonna
did.
be
Oh,
a
it was
sub.
in the message, and you
No,
are illiterate.
It wasn't. It
it
wasn't.
was.
Okay, it doesn't
Matt.
matter. No one cares.
I'm telling you, it
You're-
wasn't. But it's okay.
Chegg, I'm
I don't
sorry,
care.
okay, but
You guys got freaking Korean wannabe. I don't give a shit what happened to me.
Language.
Best DPS player for Flex DPS.
Okay.
Young, loud, and
So,
overconfident.
is this as a team or as a
Words.
player?
It can be
What's-
both.
I think
Okay.
I'm gonna again be the egotist on the team and try and speak for the team. We were the scrappy morons who came from some objectively dumb, sorry Zira, summer OD rosters,
Mhm.
and
From the ashes of an OD roster.
from the ashes of fun but dumb OD rosters over the summer.
Yeah.
And we were still a scrappy team till the end. We had the biggest comeback in the league's history, the biggest bounce back in League Zero history, and we proved a
biggest roll
lot
in
of people
history.
wrong. Like, there was a consensus we were the worst team in the league, and we were, but we were all dedicated to, well, we were all as dedicated as can be. We all believe, no, that's not true. We at the very least were cohesive enough as a unit. I'll say that. That's good. To come back and go from dead last, like there was actually a time where I was like, flip side, do you want to scrim our team? He's like, no, we only scrim 4.1s and above, and you guys are 3.9. I'm like,
Dude, but we would have
okay.
rolled them. It's
we
easy
would have rolled
clap.
them. Exactly. That's an easy clap. So yeah, the scrappy morons started and ended as scrappy morons, and We got second place, bitches.
Yay!
And I don't think any other team could have had as much heart and like care behind it. Like Matt genuinely wanted the team to do well the entire time. I think. Zero.
Yes, there was. Check. There's no
else.
time where I was like, lose, yeah.
No, not like that. But like you always were like,
Oh, you dude.
everyone was trying to keep mental up. I don't think there was a person who was, except Marky. Marky did not like mental.
Marky.
Okay.
We won't. Yeah, we're gonna relax on that. Marky was not a very good mental helper. Not at all.
Sorry.
Mark even
That's
canceling the
understatement.
scrims on his own.
Slow down on Marky.
Man, I'm just having it to the flashbacks and now.
Yeah, me too. Oh, you think you think you're having
Oh,
flashbacks?
zero,
Dealing
you
with
couldn't
Okay.
do anything.
Anyone
Wait,
else
can I
have a legacy that they?
I mean, it's not really a
Personally,
legacy. I just kind
For
of feel
me,
like
no,
okay. I
Still
just kinda
talking
feel
around.
like every time.
Wait, you
Kind of
can
like
go.
that our season was similar to season 1 Fusion in a way, where like it
True.
at no point until the very end were we like ever the best team or even close to, but the entire time everything was like somewhat scuffed and really scrappy, but everyone individually was really good and really like knew what to do. It was bringing it together that we never could do until the end.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, we went to finals and then yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, but for me, personally, I want Chengdu's legacy to be like, you know, obviously went from best or like worst to best, which, I mean,
Almost best. Smile.
yeah,
Second,
almost
second.
best. It's second best, okay. And then I just want to be known as a good flex DPS player for like future seasons. I want to play in League Zero again. I want
Yeah.
to play.
I
do think
get the
individually we
feeling a
have-
lot of advanced is going to be a lot of season 1 players.
Yeah. So I just want to be known as a good player so I can play again.
I can't wait to come back, and I can't wait to roll Zero, baby. Let's do it, boys.
I want to roll
I
you.
can't wait.
Poggers.
Dude, I cannot wait. Doomfist meta still stays around. You're getting trashed. You're getting
What do
thrown
you
in the
mean,
dumpster.
dude?
13-year-old
Skip it,
idiot.
skip it.
13-year-old
Yeah, yeah.
idiot. I will
Against
take
each
you,
other?
and I will crush you.
Why are you
Oh,
so
Zero.
good?
Wait, I made a question.
Zero Camps SR, Zero
Wait, I
Camps
remember-
SR, Zero Camps
Wait.
SR.
Wait, I don't
Really, I
remember
think the
insulting
only
You
reason that
insulted me for
Zero
my
is so
brick-
good.
You insulted
Yeah.
me for my brick play when you did the exact same thing I did, but slightly less worse.
Oh, no, okay, this problem is Zero would literally push up and act as our Reinhardt, say north,
I am
move up, and
Reinhardt.
then
Wait,
die.
what do you mean? That spells
But-
Reinhardt.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I would do, right, Matt? That's what I would do. I'm not gonna lie, that's what I did. But then Zero would try to micromanage me with all that stuff when he would get subbed in and he
Yeah,
would do
it's
the
just
exact
about-
same thing.
Yeah, but the problem is Zero did it more and was still called the best brig in the league.
Exactly!
Hey, okay.
I'm not gonna
No,
comment.
honestly, only time that I could really go like full just like dumbass and still win was against Nunu, and it was so fun. It was actually so
Yeah.
fun to like.
I
Just
wish
watch
I wish our final roster played against Easy Clap and Bark. That would have been nice. That would have been really nice, actually.
I think the main reason that Zero was so good was that regardless of what DPS he was playing, whether it was like Genji or Pharah or whatever, he always had an amazing support pocketing him.
Facts. Oh my God, we either had Calvo,
That's
Adam.
analytical! Analytical!
insane.
Wait! It's like the one time.
That's why.
when
That's why.
I got.
Huh?
It's like that one time when I got nano boosted, damage boosted by Mercy, and then Bongo.
And Bongo, he would
Yeah,
like
like
one
Bongo.
shot you
Bongo.
for each
No.
heroes.
I literally one tapped everyone in scrims. That was so fun.
Yeah. That was dumb.
All right, well, that's
I
all the
liked it a lot.
questions I've got for you guys. So if you have any closing statements, you can say them now.
I've got one.
Alright, Matt.
You bitches are gonna see me next season.
Ooh. Foreshadowing.
I got one.
I'm coming in with some Tespa money, and I'm still not gonna feed Zero.
You get paid
Yeah.
in Tespa?
You
No,
guys.
we're gonna win a
Okay.
tournament and get a grand.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
500.
so for any future managers, I know you're thinking of only picking up Matt so you can have a free McDonald's supply, but he doesn't feed you. He literally gives you 2 ketchup packets a month.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this: if any manager wants to pick up the players that we picked up in the nicest way possible, talk to me first before you sell your soul like that.
Actually, true.
Talk to me before you
wholeheartedly
dig
agree.
your grave, amigo.
Are we done? I gotta do a real thing.
All right, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
I
glad I
think you
got
should.
to end off
I
with a
think you
flick.
should do the entire rollout.
Okay, so the real thing. This is okay. So season 0, I was on the worst team in the league.
Let's go.
Fogger.
Jepik was too.
Fogger.
Jepik was. I had no idea what kind of Overwatch player I wanted to be. I kind of wanted to quit. I can think Jepik
Ball
also. Jepik was also into Super Smash Bros, so he wasn't really that into Overwatch either. Season 1 kind of opened my eyes of what I thought this league could be for me. It kind of. I wanted to compete. I wanted to become better. It's driven me to become better at the game. Haven't gotten that much better. But I'm getting there. It made me meet Zira. It made me
Yay.
meet Adam. It made me meet all these people that I talk to on a daily basis. And I mean, it also brought me some people that I don't want to talk to ever again.
Let's go to the fuckers.
But it is. That's just kind of how it is. Like
Can I get golden pants?
for like
what is
for
golden
like the
pants?
5 good people in the server, there's always going to be that one genie, and that's okay.
Oh my god!
God.
For yourself for no reason.
I know, but it
That's so
doesn't
funny.
matter. Because at the
Well,
end of the
thank
day,
God. I hope your team
we're
doesn't watch
all-
this.
We're all
No,
a
he
family.
totally won't.
League Zero is a family. Dividing is our father.
Okay, wait.
I don't know.
Okay, wait, stop,
Basic-
check.
Yeah, that's a weird analogy. Don't listen to that. But if you want to come into League Zero, be ready to maybe get flamed a little.
Yeah.
But also, people will help you. Like Zero has been helping me since season 0.
You're so shit.
True, but at least you helped me a little bit, and I helped you on Doomfist from Stop Feeding. God damn it.